My name is Dr. K. Srinivasulu from St. Peter's Engineering College. Today I start the unit number 2, that is BJT. BJT, bipolar junction transistor. In a previous class, already I am explaining about the diode. Diode, BJT. BJT nothing but transistor, FET. So these are all the basic components of electronics. So these are all the basic components of the electrons. Once you are understanding about these components, how to work in these components, what are the characteristics of these components, what are the application of these components, if you know about that one, automatically you can use the coming up projects. I mean, small mini projects, whatever our requirement projects, whatever you want. So on that one, you will use these components. So these are the basic component: diode, transistor, FET, resistor, capacitor. So these are all the basic components for the electronic circuits. So that's why more concentration on these components. This is the basic level for the students for learning of the electronics. If you understanding the entirely working of these components, automatically you can also design and analyze of these circuits using these components. So that's why our unit 2 is BJT. That means that full form is bipolar junction transistor. Bi means two, two junctions, two junctions. That means two diodes are joined. That's a bipolar. Only two directions are there. Okay. So how to working the BJT? How many types of transistors? What are the introduction of these transistors? How many types? How to working? What are the symbols? What are the components, terminals names? Once you understanding this basic fundamental of the transistor, automatically you will understanding the FET, MOSFET, IC, integrated circuits, like that. Automatically you can also understand. So that's why the basic now I am explaining the only basic fundamentals of the transistor. Now let us see introduction of the transistor. Introduction of the BJT, bipolar junction transistor or transistor. These two are same. Bipolar junction transistor is nothing but old transistor. So, okay, don't confusing. Bipolar junction transistor or transistor. These two are same, but names are different. Okay. Next, introduction. I mean, unit number 2, bipolar. BJT full form is bipolar junction transistor. In shortcut, BJT. BJT full form is bipolar, J for junction, T for transistors. So bipolar junction transistor. Okay. Next, introduction of the bipolar junction transistor. Okay, the transistor or BJT is a three-layer semiconductor device. Three-layer semiconductor device. Transistor is a semiconductor device. Please try to understanding. Transistor is a semiconductor device. It is a three-layer. It is a three-terminals device consisting of either two N and one P type layers of material or two P type and one N type layers of material. So here a N terminal and P terminal, N type semiconductor and P type semiconductor. Already in a diodes, I am explaining N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor. Okay, positive and negative. In N-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are electrons. In a P-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are holes. Okay, so here in a transistor, you are using only two diodes. Every diode consisting of N-type semiconductor and a P-type semiconductor. Like that, another diode, N-type semiconductor and a P-type semiconductor. So two diodes are required for construction of the transistor. So that's why either two N-type and one P-type layer of material, or two P-type material and one N-type layers of material. Okay, the former is called an NPN transistor, while the latter is called PNP transistor. Okay, two N layers, one P layer, that is called NPN transistor. Two P layers and one N type layers is called the PNP transistor. So there are two types of BJT. So there are two types of transistor. One is PNP transistor, another is NPN transistor. Okay, my dear students, please try to understand why, because this is the basic component in electronics. Diode is a basic component. After that, transistor. So after transistor, FET. After FET, CMOS. CMOS. Okay, so these are all the one link between them. Once you understand the diode, automatically you can understand the transistor. If you understand the transistor, automatically you can understand the FET also. So once you understand the working of these components, what are the characteristics of components, what are the applications of the components, automatically easily to use these components in the coming of the projects. Okay, so here what I am saying here, BJT transistor is a bipolar junction transistor. It consisting of three layers, two N layer and one P layer. That is called the NPN transistor. One more transistor, two P layers and one N layer. That is called the PNP transistor. Okay, next. So these are the symbol of the NPN and PNP transistor. So here two N layers and one P layer is called NPN transistor. Next diagram, two P layers and one N layer, that is called PNP transistor. In each transistor, following point to be noted. There are two junctions. There are two junctions. Okay, so there are two junctions. So transistor can be considered as two diode connected back to back. Back to back. Very, very important. Two diodes are connected back to back. So there are three terminals. The middle section is thin than other terminal. The middle section is a thin comparing to the other terminals. Okay, next. Next, transistor terminals names. Every transistor consisting of three terminals. Okay, transistor has three sections of doped semiconductor. This section, one side is called the emitter and opposite side is called the collector. The middle section is called the base. Please remembering these are terminal names. The terminal names are very, very important. Each transistor consisting of three terminals. One more secret, one more terminal is also there. That is the insulator. Every teacher, every every teaching man to explaining the transistor consisting of three terminals. But one more terminal is also there. That is called the insulator. That insulator terminal is compulsory for each transistor. For saying of the transistor, each trans consisting of three terminals: emitter, base, and collector. But one more terminal is also there. The terminal does not appear. So the terminal is called the insulator. Okay. Okay. The transistor consisting of three terminals. One is emitter, second one base and collector. Emitter, collector, in between base is there. Okay. So that is the in this one diagram is the transistor symbol, either the NPN or PNP transistor. What are maybe that is the transistor symbol. Next, emitter. What is the emitter? So now I am explaining the terminals: emitter, base, and collector. What is the emitter? What is the functioning of the emitter? How to working the emitter terminal of the transistor? This section of one side that supplies carriers is called the emitter. The emitter is always supplies the carriers. Emitter is always forward biased with respect to base, so it can supply carriers. Either the majority carriers, electrons or holes. Whatever may be, it supplies the carriers. For NPN transistor, emitter supply holes to its junction. To its junction. In a NPN transistor, the emitter supplies the holes, that holes also to the junction. For a PNP transistor, emitter supply electrons to its junction. Please to remember, these are the basic fundamentals of the terminals. So emitter, what is how to working the emitter? Okay, next, collector. This section on the other side that collects the carrier is called the collector. Collector terminal functioning, it collects the carriers, either the electrons or holes. It always collector terminal is always collects the carriers, either the electron or holes. Please remember, collector collects. What collect here? Carriers. What carriers? Either the major, either the electrons or holes, whatever may be. The collector is always reversed biased with respect to the base. For NPN transistor, collector receives the holes to its junction. For a PNP transistor, collector receives the electron to its junction. To its junction. Next, last one, base. The middle section which forms two PN junction between emitter and collector is called the base. Okay, that is the terminals of the transistor. Once again, each transistor consisting of three terminals: emitter, collector, and base. Okay, what is the function of the emitter? What is the function of the collector? What is the function of the base? Okay, these are the fundamentals. These are the functions of the terminals. Next, some important factors to be remembered. So what are the important factors? Let us see. The transistor has three regions named emitter, base, and collector. Please to remember, each transistor, either NPN transistor or PNP transistor, each transistor consisting of three regions. One is emitter, second one base region, third one is collector region. The base is much thinner than the other region. The base is much thinner than the other region. Emitter is heavily doped, so it can inject large amount of carriers into the base. Heavily doped. So here heavily doped impurities are heavily doped to the emitter terminals. Heavily doped. Doped, what are meaning of the dope? I mean impurities or p-type impurity. I mean boron or whatever may be, that impurities are added to the emitter heavily. That's why it can inject large amount of carriers into the base region. Why? Because of emitter is heavily doped. Then only it inject large charge amount of carriers into the base. Inject large carriers, either the electrons or holes. Please to remember. Base is lightly doped, so it can pass most of the carrier to the collector. Okay, base is lightly doped. Emitter is a heavily doped. Base is a lightly doped. Collector is moderately doped. Please to remember, very, very important. Emitter is heavily doped. Base is lightly doped. Collector is moderately doped. Okay, here impurity, doped means adding. Impurities are adding. Okay, that is called the doped. So emitter terminal is heavily doped. Impurities are heavily added to the emitter. Then only it can inject the large amount of carriers to the base only. Okay, I mean more heavily doped, heavily doped, lightly doped, and moderately doped. Emitter is a heavily doped. Base is lightly doped. Collector is moderately doped. Next, the junction between emitter and base is called the emitter-base junction. Please to remember, the junction between emitter and base is called the emitter-base junction. That is the emitter diode. And the junction between base and collector is called the collector-base junction. That is the collector diode. Okay, emitter to base junction is a emitter base junction, that is emitter diode, and base to collector is called the collector diode. I mean, base and collector is called the collector base junction, that is the collector diode. The emitter diode is always forward biased, and the collector diode is always reverse biased. Please remember, emitter diode is always forward biased, and collector diode is a reverse bias. That's why it is a bidirectional. One is forward bias, another reverse bias. So that's what it is called the BJT. That's what it is called the bipolar junction transistor. So bi means two directions. Two directions means forward direction and reverse direction. Please to remember, that's what is called the BJT, bipolar junction transistor. BJT is a current control device. Please to remember, BJT is a current control device or voltage control device. Current control device. How can it say? Let us see next classes. Okay, only now I am explaining basics. Okay, so here the emitter diode, please to remember, the emitter diode is always forward biased and collector diode is always reverse biased. That's with two directions. That is called BJT. That is called bidirectional transistor. Okay, the resistance of the emitter diode is very small. That's forward. Whenever resistance very small, automatically the current will going. The current will passing. And resistive collector diode is a heavily high. That means reverse. That means there is no current. Whenever it is reverse bias, there is no current passing. So that's why collector diode is a resistance very high. That is called the reverse bias. So emitter diode is a resistance is a very small. That is called the forward bias. Okay, next. So transistor operation. How to working the NPN transistor? Let us see. This is the diagram of the NPN transistor. NPN transistor. So two N layers, one P layer. The P layer sandwiched between two N layers is called the NPN transistor. Okay, forward bias is applied to the emitter base junction. Emitter base junction. And reverse bias is applied between the collector base junction. Okay, forward voltage applied to the between the base to emitter. Reverse voltage applied between the base to and collector. The forward bias in the emitter base junction causes electrons to move toward the base. This constitute emitter current. So whenever forward bias voltage applied between the emitter to base junction, automatically some current is there. That current is called the IE, emitter current. I suffix E. E for emitter, I for current. That's why emitter current. I suffix E means E for emitter. I for current, emitter current. The current is passing in a emitter. That's what it's called emitter current. If current is passing base, automatically base current. If current is passing in collector, that is the collector current. But in our NPN transistor, so whenever forward voltage, whenever positive voltage applied to between emitter to base junction, so that means the electrons moves to the emitter side. So they move toward the base. That's why it consisting of some current. That current is called the emitter current. Okay. Next, as the electrons flow toward the p-type base, they try to recombine with ores. As base is lightly doped, only few electrons recombine with ores within the base. Okay, these recombined electrons constitute some base current. It constitutes small base current. The remainder electrons cross the base and constitute the collector current. Okay, so finally, emitter current is equal to base current plus collector current. So more current is passing in emitter side. Why? Because this is a heavily doped. Base is a lightly doped, collector is a moderately doped. Okay, so that's why emitter current is equal to base current plus collector current. Okay, so this means these things happen in only NPN transistor. Next, how to work in PNP transistor. Okay, this is the diagram of the PNP transistor. How to define the PNP transistor? The N layer superimposed in between two P layers is called the PNP transistor. Okay, please to remember PNP transistor. That is the diagram of the PNP transistor. When forward bias is applied to emitter base junction and reverse bias is applied to collector base junction. Emitter forward bias is applied between emitter and base junction. The reverse current is applied between the collector and base junction. The forward bias in the emitter base junction causes holes to move toward the base. This constitutes some emitter current, that is the IE, emitter current. Next, as these holes flow toward N-type base, they try to recombine with electrons. As base is lightly doped, only few holes recombine with electrons within the base. Okay, these recombined holes constitute small base current. The remainder holes cross base and constitute collector current. Okay, so here these are the transistor symbols: NPN transistor and PNP transistor. So the above diagram construction of the NPN transistor, that is the below diagram is a symbol of the NPN transistor. Every transistor consisting of three terminals: emitter, base, and collector. I suffix E means emitter current. IC means collector current. IB means base current. The next diagram, PNP transistor. That is the construction of the PNP transistor. So here IE emitter current, IC collector current, IB base current, VEB emitter base voltage. Emitter and base between we are applying the voltage. That's why it's called the V suffix EB. Emitter base voltage. V for voltage, E for emitter, B for base. So next power supply VCB, collector base voltage. So the voltage is applied between the terminals collector and base. That is called the VCB. V suffix CB. C for collector, B for base, V for voltage. That means the voltage is applied between collector and base. That is called VCB. Okay, so below diagram is belongs to the symbol of the PNP transistor. The PNP transistor also consisting of three terminals: emitter, base, and collector. IE means emitter current, IC means collector current, IB means base current. Thank you for watching this video.